I would like to call the January 20th, 2026 meeting of the North Smithfield School Committee to order at 6:31 PM. Roll call, please.
Chair Bartimoli,
Here.
Mrs. Mayo,
Here.
Mr. Connell,
Here.
Mr. De La Cruz,
Here.
Mr. Simpkins.
Here.
We have a quorum. Could we please stand for the pledge? Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, I have one person signed up to speak under public comment or community comments. If you could please come up and identify yourself. Carmela Baroth.
Hello, I'm Carmela Baroth. I'm actually here with Paul Jones. We're both on the board for Seniors Rule, which is an organization that oversees a nonprofit called Elves for Elders. And the reason why I bring it to the school committee today is we have been very strong in the town of North Smithfield now for the last 3 holiday seasons. This particular year, we did have a senior in the high school, Sophie Mayat. I hope I'm pronouncing her last name correctly. She did this as a senior project. And we also did have another senior, Emerson Desiree. They were both very helpful. Elves for Elders is a nonprofit organization that's been in the state of Rhode Island for 26 years. We do 5,000 stars, which is 5,000 people who would not necessarily get a gift the holiday season. Serves 61 communities. And in this 26th year, I'm pleased to say that the town of North Smithfield had approximately 15 locations in town, including the high school, that got involved. And we were able to wrap approximately 1,200 gifts at Scouters Hall. And the reason we bring this to you today is we would really like the 2 girls the students to get some type of recognition through the school committee. As others signed up, no one showed up. It was a very, very hard undertaking. Thanks to Paul and a few people that he dragged, we got it done. But the girls were very instrumental on helping me throughout the whole program. So I'm hoping that maybe in the February meeting, we could recognize the students for their hard work. And then in the future, really bring it to the whole school system and have many more students involved, because it is such a heartwarming thing that we're doing. Would you like to say anything?
No,
Okay.
Carmela covered it very well. I've been involved with Elves for Elders for a couple of years now, and it's a singular organization that its major goal is to make sure that seniors who are otherwise maybe elder orphans or who don't have anybody at the holidays, they still are recognized at the holidays with a gift they can open and just celebrate the holidays with their friends and neighbors. Carmela spelled it out beautifully how it's done here in the state, and the 2 students from North Smithfield High School who came and helped us for the Elves for Elders rap event at Scouters Hall, they were awesome and they were instrumental. And when we see people doing great things, we want to call that out and recognize that as well. And we thought that maybe with your help, we could do that and also encourage future students to participate in this organization and others. So.
Thank you. That's all I have to say about that.
I have a question, Madam Chair, if I may. Was there a faculty coordinator with this or with these kids? You said it was part of their student projects?
There was, what happened is when I decided to take an even larger undertaking, be careful what you wish for, a larger undertaking this year. I actually did bring it to the school and said, I'd love to have students who need volunteer hours to get involved. And then lo and behold, Sophie approached me and said, I would like to do this as a senior project. The hope is that it continues. I've seen it in the past that if there is a student that undertakes it like this year, it's something that continues and it grows and grows every year. So that is how it was really brought to the school. I did have one meeting with the principal, with Sophie, to talk about how we would display the stars in the high school. We left it at that for now, but the hope is that we could possibly bring it throughout the different schools this year, 2026.
The names of the students?
I have Sophie, if I could get,
I can get you the spellings, yes.
please, thank you.
Thank you.
And could you also forward information about your organization?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
And I also have a beautiful video that they did for this year. It was amazing. But also just wanted to let you know that Miss Milner, is that how you say it?
Yes.
She was very instrumental on trying to get the children, the students to get involved. You know, everybody has commitments, and unfortunately, it was probably a very busy weekend. We did have a few other students sign up and they couldn't make it. But I wanted to, you know, say thank you to her as well for making that possible.
Thank you. Again, if you can send us a list, the students' names and the teachers who participated and the information the superintendent's looking for.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
I'll get
thank
that to
Yeah,
you.
and look, Mr. Jones, you can send it to me and I'll forward it.
Okay, great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You still remember my email, correct?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, I figure.
Okay, next we have a crowd tonight, which is nice to see. So we have students from the North Smithfield High School, the middle school, and the elementary school addressing committee in appreciation of their support and service to the North Smithfield School District. Is anybody coming up?
So how about, why don't we, this group over here, who I thought were high school students, but they're actually from the elementary school,
No way.
why don't you start?
I love this. You can pull it down, Adam.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Adam, and I am a fourth grade and part of the student leadership team at NSPS. January is School Committee Appreciation Month, and we wanted to come here tonight to say a huge thank you for everything you do for us.
We know that being on the school committee is a big job. You spend a lot of time in meeting, making important decisions about our books, our classrooms, and our playgrounds. You work hard to make sure our school is a great place to learn. Because of your hard work, we have the tools we need to succeed, whether it's new technology, fun field trips, or supportive teachers. We know that you are the team behind the scenes making it all happen. Sometimes people might not see all the hours you put in, but we do. We see how much you care about every student in the district. You help make our dreams possible by making sure our schools are safe and happy. We wanted to let you know that your work matters to us. When you make a decision, you are helping us grow up to be the best we can be. We are very lucky to have leaders who care so much about our future. So on behalf of all the students at North Smithfield Elementary School, thank you for your service, your kindness, and your dedication. We hope you have a wonderful School Committee Appreciation Month.
Your heads were up. Go on YouTube, most of the heads were behind you.
All right, now you are on YouTube and I'm going to take a picture.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you so much. Thank you, Adam. Oh, my goodness. Thank you all so much. Yes. Very nice. Ready for the middle school. Want to present? Oh, that's beautiful. I love it. Thank you. That's beautiful. They came from a game. I love that.
Back to the game.
Good evening. My name is Ava Rawson, and I'm here with my classmate, Aram Choi. We are representatives of the North Smithfield Middle School National Junior Honor Society. In honor of School Board Recognition Month, we would like to take a moment to recognize and thank the members of North Smithfield School Committee for everything you do for our schools and our community. School committees have existed for many years and have always played a vital role in education. Your responsibilities are numerous and important, including educational management, policy development, school accountability, and ensuring strong partnerships between our school and the community. School committees make critical decisions regarding curriculum, textbooks, and the allocation of resources, as well as adopting essential policies that support academic success, social equality, and safety in our schools. You also provide an important system of accountability, not only for the students, but for the parents and the wider community as well. One clear example of your positive impact can be seen in the outstanding performance of our schools. All three North Smithfield schools are highly ranked within the state of Rhode Island, and North Smithfield Middle School is proud to be ranked among the top 10 middle schools in the state. These achievements would not be possible without your dedication, support, and leadership.
Hello, my name is Aram Choi, and I am president of National Junior Honor Society. On behalf of the students, I would like to thank you for the many opportunities you provide for us. At our school, we are fortunate to have the resources we need to succeed, including amazing teachers and supportive office staff who truly care about us. Our teachers go above and beyond every day, not only teaching us what we need to know, but doing so in a way that makes us feel valued and respected. Although our building is only 18 years old and continues to look brand new thanks to our dedicated custodial staff, who work hard every day to maintain a clean and welcoming environment. We are also given many opportunities to connect with our peers through clubs, sports, and activities that encourage teamwork, leadership, and collaboration. Our music program is highly recognized, and the students involved give their best effort, creating incredible performances that make our school proud. All the adults in our building truly care about us and recognize us as individuals. Everything we have today is a result of your hard work and commitment. For that, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Like Christmas. Thank you. Thank you. Thanks. Thank you.
Madam President,
Yes.
people get even inside the company.
Oh, wow. Thank you so much.
Can I ask one question?
Sure.
When I had the elementary students stand up in front of the podium, was my back blocking the camera?
Oh,
It was the back of my head. Okay, so we're gonna hear from the high school. And then I would like another appearance from the elementary students in front of the podium without my big head blocking you, all right? Thank you, high school.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Leah Goodwin. And I'm Emma Bryan. We are current AP Government students and We the People alums at North Smithfield High School, and we're here today to briefly discuss the importance of local government and recognize the valuable work of our town level committees. Personally, I just came from my job paging at the Rhode Island State House, and while I love being involved at the state level, I know how vital our town systems are, especially in our everyday life. As a part of the civic leadership program headed by the Secretary of State, I organized a civic action project at the end of last year where I invited our town administrator, Scott Gibbs, to speak with the We the People students because my fellow liaisons and I know how important it is for young students to have some exposure to local instead of just state or federal systems. While broader levels of government make laws that affect the whole country, our local officials work to improve the everyday lives of our students in town.
While we look at how the national government affects us on a larger scale in our civics classes at NSHS, we make sure to take the time to learn about how the local government directly affects us in our community when we can. As a current member of the Civic Leadership Program, my fellow liaisons and I are planning how we can bring local government to the high school for our Civic Action Project. We hope to have people from different levels of government so that students can interact with the people who have a direct impact on their community. For example, our local school committee ensures that the youth of North Smithfield receive a comprehensive and quality education. With how broad and divided the nation's politics are today, it is vital that we take a step back and focus on the smaller issues that we can control together.
Thank you for your time and happy school committee week.
Thank you.
Good evening, members of the North Smithfield School Committee. My name is Robert Harvey, and I am the Student Council President as well as a Senior Class Officer. I want to start by sharing some good news from our school. This year's homecoming dance had a record-breaking attendance and incredibly strong student participation in both our Spirit Week and Pep Rally. Events like that do not just happen on their own. They are only possible because of this committee's approval, support, and trust in our students and staff, so thank you for that. I also want to take a moment to recognize the role you play beyond approving events. You are dedicated civil servants who volunteer your time and energy to make decisions that benefit students, families, and the entirety of our community. This is civic virtue in action. Many students may not always see the work that happens behind the scenes, but we feel the results every day in the opportunities we are given and the environment that we learn. North Smithfield being recognized as a 4-star school is something we are proud of, and that achievement reflects strong leadership at every level. Your commitment to education, engagement, and long-term planning helps create a school where students feel supported and motivated to get involved, which we have seen this year. Whether it is academics, athletics, arts, or student government, your decisions shape the experiences that we have here. On behalf of the students, thank you for listening to our voices and for continuing to serve this community with care and dedication. We truly appreciate all that you do. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Can I just have my guest appearance? Elementary, the kids are giving things out. Wait a minute. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you very, very much.
Don't mess this one up. Wait a second. No, no.
we missing a couple?
We're gonna make up for this.
Yeah. Oh.
Here we go. Look, here we
Aw.
go. Oh, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. May I just, okay.
Yes.
I would just like to say, first of all, wow, this is really quite a wonderful experience for us. And I'd just like to say that you students, everyone here, and all those that you are representing, you're fine examples of the positive things that take place in North Smithfield schools. You are the reason that we try our best to make the best decisions that we can for your education. You make us very, very proud, and I thank you very much for everything you've said about us tonight. Thank you.
I think Mrs. Mayo said it for all of us. This is really wonderful and thank you so much. We put our heart and soul into it and hoping that we're making the right decisions for you. But thank you. It is much appreciated. Mhm.
Just a little thing. Yeah, we really appreciate this and, but again, it's really about the students, the people, the teachers, our staff, parents and guardians, our great admin staff, our principals. I don't want to go too far down and miss anybody, but any success that we have, it's really a team effort. Our effort is really an oversight and guidance and we just try to, do our thing and stay out of the way and let everybody do their thing. And someone told me that years ago who's really successful in education said, pick good people and let them do their thing. And we don't pick the students, but we're lucky we have good students and people who work hard. And it's just a great, again, I don't want us to take too much, we're not taking too much credit here. We really appreciate this, but it's a reflection of just the entire community and our staff here at North Smithfield.
I can't get to the microphone over the stack of cards. Just thank you all for coming tonight and expressing your words of appreciation. We all appreciate you probably more than you know. And when we have a tough decision to face, I'll be sure to take out all of these wonderful cards and read through them and remind myself of why we're here and why we're doing this. So thank you all so much.
Yeah, I'll just echo the rest of the committee. We appreciate all of you coming out tonight. I think that you guys are great representatives to your schools, to your classmates. You all seem like remarkable young leaders, and I think the future is so bright knowing that our community and our schools producing young people like you guys. I also just want to shout out that we're just a small piece of the work that happens here. You have an amazing superintendent, administration team, teachers, support staff, of course, your parents. There's so many people that make your education so amazing. But you guys are the stars tonight. Thank you.
Take a 5-minute break.
We'll take a 5-minute break. Unless you all want to stay for the rest of the meeting, but we'll take a 5-minute break. It was a moment. Little boy is my neighbor.
Oh, really?
He lives across the street, Adam.
Heaven's sakes.
And his mother Kathy is our new science teacher at the high school. She had said to me, oh, Adam's gonna see you at the school committee meeting, and nothing clicked in my head. Why would
Yeah.
Adam be at the school
Exactly.
committee meeting? But okay.
But then you see the agenda and
Right.
you say, oh my goodness. Lovely.
And we're back.
Okay. Moving on to the consent agenda. Is there anything anyone would like to remove for discussion? If not, do I have a motion to accept the consent agenda as written?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. Moving on to the Superintendent St. Jean's report.
I would like to pass
Great report, great report.
and allocate my time to the budget presentation.
Okay,
All right.
understood.
That better?
All right. Moving on to informational personnel resignations, retirements, leaves of absence, or appointments. Good luck to those who have left and welcome to our volunteer basketball coach. Moving on to new business, discussion, vote, or other action regarding a proposed 2-year extension of our current transportation contract with DATCO for school year 2026 to 2027 and 2027 to 2028.
So we've had multiple meetings with DATCO, and the proposal you have there is probably one of the best 2-year rates anywhere in the state. Pretty much every contract, every transportation contract in the state is coming in with a double-digit increase. That's not what we were offered. That's not what we're doing. So we're highly recommending to extend the current contract with DATCO for another 2 years.
Madam Chair, I'd like to just say, I think that I want to commend our administrative team on this because I think this is one of those, sometimes you don't be the first to get it done right away. Sometimes you're going to wait. But I think in this circumstances, again, I'm at CS. I see all we hear about is horror stories about how things are escalating in terms of costs. And I think the idea of getting it done sooner rather than later is a really good move on our part, a good move on our administration's part. And so I think it's, even though it's early in the game, we take advantage of it while we can.
Okay, so we need a motion to accept the 2-year extension of our current transportation contract with DATCO.
So moved. So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is this a roll call or for this? Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
The motion passes. Item 2, discussion, vote, or other action regarding superintendent search committee appointments for the North Smithfield School District. Mrs. Arnold.
So number 2 is appointment of the search committee, and we're actually going to leave that till next month. Our priority this month is new business number 3, which is approval of the superintendent job description. So you have a copy of the superintendent job description. We're leaving it really as is, except for adding one bullet under finances. Although the superintendent does this regularly, we want to spell it out, and it says, present the budget at town meetings to facilitate the adoption process and address stakeholder inquiries. And so if you vote on this, we would then send it to NSPS and they will post the position. So take it away.
Okay, so we're looking for a motion to accept the revised superintendent job description. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
And then moving up, are you coming in on that or not yet? You're coming in on the old business side.
Yes.
Okay. So old business. FY26 operating capital budgets, discussion, vote, or other action. And item 2 is FY27 operating capital budgets, discussion, vote, or other action. So, okay.
Instead of this time, where typically I bring up the executive summary, which is now ballooned to 40 pages, and I go through it with you, I crunched it down into a half dozen slides.
Okay.
All right. Give me a second to switch over and share my screen. So you all have in your budget books what the town council will get, which is the executive summary and pages and pages and pages of spreadsheets. I think about 32,000 different lines that we report and we track to the Department of Ed. Each of those 32,000 lines has a budget code of 32 digits. It is fascinating reading. I've tried to put it into the executive summary as concisely as possible, but now I'm going to switch over to just a little slide deck. Get this out of here and go full screen. Full screen is behind this window. Here we go. All right, so essentially what we're looking for, our focuses are all on the students, and we'll break that down somewhat further. We're looking for a 1.95% increase in the 27 budget over the 26 budget, over the current budget. Now, the way that breaks down is that as of this writing, before we're going to be adjusting things to actual, such as benefits and things like that. A 3.49% increase in the appropriation that we're requesting from the town. Now, typically, we would start out with, say, 3.49%. And if we get an increase in state aid, we would reduce that appropriation request, try to get it around 2% or something like that. However, last year was very nice with state aid. This year, we're reduced 1.99%. So that's $189,000 that we have to make up. I wish we had gone up a bit, and then we could have reduced our request from the town. But this is where we landed at, and we feel comfortable that it was conservative. We prioritized the needs. We found other efficiencies. So the reduction in state aid is because the property values in North Smithfield increased, as well as the median income. And so based on the formula, the formula shows that the town can afford more for education. So based again on that formula, they reduced what they felt the town is the acceptable tax base. So I'm not questioning it. I'm not getting into the weeds on this. It's just a formula. Property values increased, median incomes increased. The budget here does prioritize compliance with state mandates and long-term fiscal stability. So remember last year, we asked to be level funded. Mm-hmm. This year, we're going to ask for an additional. So everything we have proposed in the executive summary and the budget is based on student success, cultivating a safe environment where students are college and career ready. Professional engagement, we're going to see that our largest costs are our personnel, but they are the most important part of education, and we need to continuously invest and support in high quality curriculum, high quality personnel, and offer the best for our students. And then the organizational efficiency. We want to show value to the community. I think a strong school, which we are, strong school system makes for a strong community, makes it an attractive place to live and to raise families. And that's what we have in North Smithfield. So one of the balances is that our enrollment here's a chart, 5 years. We've been pretty much around 1,650 students. Gone up a little bit every year, gone down, gone up, but within that area. Now, which is somewhat of an anomaly because in Rhode Island, we're only one of 5 to 10 districts that actually increased enrollment in a couple of the last couple of years. So whereas our enrollment has remained pretty stable, the needs of the students haven't. So within the 1650 students, we've had a quadrupling of the population requiring English language learning, multilingual learners, to the point where in this budget, we did request an additional MLL teacher to better meet the needs of the growing population. Our 504 plans have increased slightly, but we're trying to work with the students and try to come up with solutions before it switches into extra accommodations. All right, but where accommodations are needed, we will put them in. But there's a lot of students who need accommodations. Our IEP and special ed student needs, students remain high, somewhat stable, but increasing year over year. We have 271 students with IEPs right now. But the tragic part is that we have this increasing number of students who are reporting anxiety. We've had referrals for evaluations. We've had hospitalizations. Now, one of the things that we're very pleased about after 3 years of trying, we got a full-time psychologist here at the middle school, which is a critical age, to have that extra support. So, we're working to address as much as we can, but our needs of the students are increasing. So some of the efficiencies that even with the request to hire an additional MLL teacher, we still managed to reduce the overall staff by a 0.5 FTE. Now, we hire teachers where the greatest needs are or the enrollments, and where, say, the elementary school, where it looks like a class size, a grade level could be reduced by a teacher based on enrollments, we will do it. Now, the caveat with this one is that our kindergarten is nuts. So would have 1 year with 5 grade levels. The next year jumped to 7. We expect another big kindergarten and it drops down to 5 again. And so we're hedging our bets with next year. So kindergarten is still going to be a question mark, especially through the spring and in the summer as more families are registering and enrolling. Another thing that we have that's been brutal for so many districts are the tuitions for career and technical education, which typically if a North Smithfield student decides to go to a high school outside of North Smithfield for a CTE program, we're spending $18,000, all right, thereabouts. So, but within our 5-district consortium, Smithfield, North Smithfield, Burrillville, Situate, Cumberland, Lincoln, North Providence, we charge each other a flat $5,000 rate. So we want our students to stay. We want to offer all the programs, for North Smithfield students to stay at North Smithfield High School. But where somebody has something else and they have the ability to go to that school, we would look at the consortium because that's not going to financially bankrupt any of us. Just like other parts of the state, the CTEs have cost districts, $1 million deficit because of outgoing tuitions and such. So the other thing that we're incredibly proud of always are our facilities in our tech department. So many in-house renovations through facilities, and our tech department is always looking for efficiencies to save. And so they're doing a big transition from the hypervisor virtualization machines from one platform, which is the gold standard and expensive, to another one, which is a gold standard and not as expensive. So it takes a lot of work, but they're going to save money long term. And then when we get to all the departmental budgets, that we always tell them, try to keep it level funded. Don't ask for the moon. We rather find efficiencies and fine tune what we have rather than just buy, and, implement new things. So when we look at the state aid, our overall funds, local funds are 66% of our budget. State aid is 27%, and then grants and others, Medicare and such, that's 7%. So we do have the 189,000 that we had to make up. Within our budget, we can divide it up into 3 different pies. Salaries are about 60% of the overall budget. Again, don't begrudge. Education is personnel intensive. We have great people. They deserve to get paid.
Can I ask a quick question? What is the number on staff? How many employees are there?
Offhand, 189.
No, that's
165 teachers.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
are teachers. Are you talking like FTEs or just
I'm talking
humans?
teachers, humans that get a paycheck from us.
We issue close to 400 W-2s. So if you're counting
Okay.
like subs and everything, so that's
No.
like a whole picture
So,
of.
I'm just
you know.
looking that at 60% salaries that we're talking over 400.
Oh yeah, we're not talking like 70
Right.
people. Yeah,
Okay.
no, yeah.
Thank you.
So, and then there's the benefits,
Mhm.
right? And now the operations is everything else. We actually went through and again found more efficiencies in the operation side of things, and we reduced 176,000. So our operations budget this year is less than last year's. Salaries and benefits have gone up, but we cut down on the operational side of things. So again, the salaries, teachers next year by contract will get a 3% increase, the support staff a 2.5% increase. So altogether it's up 2.65%. Benefits, right now we're estimating a 7% increase in medical. It may come in a bit less. If it comes in a bit less, then we'll make the adjustment, for the ask from the town. So, and you can see the head count. So this is teacher, this doesn't include subs. This is the 238. That's teachers and support staff. Right. So it's not the part-time IAs. It's not the
It's
cafeteria.
benefited staff, so
benefited staff. Thank you.
including some part-timers, but no, it's not like subs and coaches and things that don't equivalent to an FTE.
Okay, thank you.
So the central office budget is 0.11% decrease. So some of the things that obviously increase every year are the busing contracts, even though our rate for next year is very favorable, it's still going up. And special ed transportation, that's statewide transportation. And right now the state is working with the transportation companies and the districts to find even greater efficiencies. So for example, why would statewide, if they're transporting a student to an out-of-district placement from Burrville, and we have somebody go, say going to Providence from Burrville, we have somebody going to Providence, for a specialized placement, why run two buses when they can swing by and so, cross the borders and find much better routes and drive the prices down for everybody. The out-of-district tuition, like I said, that's we're anticipating this year we did really well with fewer students deciding to go out of district. And it's when they go out of district that cost us money. So even to the charter schools. So this is an example here. Pontiac up 143%. All right. Now, and but Rise Mayoral, Davies, down 24%. So, but in the end, we still have more students coming in than we have going out. 2 CTEs, I'm not talking about the charters. One of the things that's very volatile, and Christine Wells, the special ed department, has been doing a great job of trying to bring out of district students back. So some of these students, like I have written down here, they could be 60,000 to 130,000 a year tuition plus 15,000 or more for transportation to the out of district placement. We could have 11 students that out of a $23 million budget, it's $1.5 million for 11 students. So, again, very sensitive. It depends who moves in, what kind of horror happens in a family to trigger, a clinical, say, placement. So it's heartbreaking, but it's something we have to budget and try to anticipate and meet the needs of every child. So facilities reduced by 2%, 2.02%. A lot of that savings was in completed a $75,000 wastewater management project. We're still, by the way, on tap for the $650,000 PFAS remediation. It's slow going, but it hasn't gone away yet. So cross the fingers. We increased our waste disposal, increased in facilities, which ironically is a joint. We had our own, but we jumped on the towns and some reason it went up. So we'll look at that. But ultimately, the monies and the work we do is to comply with the warm, safe, and dry mandates. Technology, there was a decrease. That was elimination, switching from VMware to Hyper-V. But we did also are in the process or will be updating our security cameras. School budget, flat. With the decrease at the middle school. Right. So at the and at the elementary. So the high school, the thing that saved them a bit of money is that the NEASC accreditation, which was this year, there's money in the budget for that, not for next year. And so, that was removed, which, as you know, the accreditation went incredibly well. So did you get, they haven't issued the official. We have the unofficial reports, which were glow, 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 glow. So, when the official one comes out, oh yeah, we'll share that. The middle school, again, a decrease. And at the elementary, a decrease. Now, and a lot of the elementary was because so many teachers have done the reading of science program and they're all certified up with the best reading program out there, and they're just gangbusters now. The middle school efficiencies and supplies. Now, one of the things that we did put more money into the schools was field trips. So we want to take away the financial barriers for field trips. They're important, and we can't leave anybody behind. So we increased the funds for the field trips. Athletics went up 5%, and that's officials, rate hikes, transportation has gone up, league fees have gone up. We've consolidated some hockey fees, and we had this equipment rental thing going on, but shut that off. It turned out it wasn't necessary, or it wasn't worth the cost for it. So, and last thing, and one of the things that always comes up every year with the budget is, well, what was your surplus last year? So, and again, we want to spend the funds that have been allocated us wisely. We're not, I used this analogy before, just pushing a shopping cart through Best Buy and going nuts. Everything is calculated, everything is balanced. So surplus to me is good finances. You have a multi-million-dollar budget, a $30 million budget, $28 million budget. And if you come out at the end with a $300,000 surplus, that's good planning, right? Now, in the misconception of the surplus is that, oh, we gave you extra money. Well, things change during the year, and we economize where we can. However, anything that's left, it goes into the fund balance, which is capital improvements, which are invested into the warm, safe, dry projects, which get us 35% reimbursement from the state. Targeted purchases, curriculum, new science curriculum coming up, new math curriculum. These are $100,000 purchases. All right. So rather than trying to burden in the operating budget, if there's money in the fund balance and the surplus, we will wisely spend that. And again, we don't want to go into deficit spending. So have to be very careful. So in summary, it's the ask for the local appropriation is a 3.49% increase to try to offset the decrease in state aid, while reducing staffing slightly, but finding efficiencies across the board. So that's that. The other thing that I'll have to go over with you is the capital improvement budget, which has to go. So I can either do this now, or is this a separate vote to send both of these documents?
Separate vote.
Separate votes.
Send this forward first and then,
Okay.
no, just right after. Yep. Okay. I was gonna add.
Would you like to see
have a
that?
question?
Okay, I'm sorry, go ahead, yes. You're on.
I just do have a couple of questions. I noticed that one of the things that was cut was the high school science curriculum. That's the balance from what we bought it this year? Is that my understanding?
So we're purchasing elementary science curriculum
Okay,
this year.
okay,
And we're in a holding pattern on the high school science curriculum. There's a law that we need to follow, that tells us to have, all districts must have high quality programs.
Right.
And in order to be a high quality program, the Department of Ed vets them using something called Ed Reports. Currently, there's only one program on there that's been vetted, and we're holding until we have more choice. Our teachers have looked at it, but would like more time. And so we are choosing to hold and not purchase high school curriculum.
Okay.
But we are moving forward with elementary. We're actually meeting tomorrow.
Oh, okay, thank you.
Our elementary program.
Can I just follow up on that?
I just have a couple more, I'm sorry. And I'm assuming that this budget continues with our existing staff, such as the math interventionists,
Yes.
the instructional aides, and the additional psychologists, because I think
Yes.
all those things are really necessary to make us as great as we are. So I
It-
just want to make sure
it
that those are
continues.
there. Okay, thank you. And might this state aid figure change, or is it set in stone?
No, it will likely change. So the next big change will be March when the enrollments update again.
Okay.
Fingers crossed,
And-
at that
Okay.
point.
And then ultimately, it's up to the general.
Yeah.
Assembly.
Well,
This is just the governor's
exactly,
recommended,
exactly.
so,
So we still have.
so we still don't.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah, we still don't know. We did come in a little favorable. We were thinking like 225 would be the cut, the initial
Mhm.
cut. So, so far, so good. I mean, on the up and up again, last year was different. To the curriculum question, so what happened last year when we got the extra funds from state aid is we budgeted things that we wouldn't normally budget. So Claire was able to put about $100,000 in her budget for curriculum. Adam added extra funds for Chromebooks. We were able to fund some of the facilities projects. So naturally, those things are the first thing to come off the table now to balance the budget. So Claire we are still gonna get that high quality curriculum, just out of fund balance when Claire's ready. So it's the most reasonable place to go.
Thank you.
You're
I
welcome.
appreciate that. That's it. Thank you.
Yeah, the only question I have, and it's only because the high quality curriculum for science keeps coming up. I know we've been hearing for a few years that there's only one curriculum. Is that unusual for it to take this long to identify another one?
Yes. But I agree. I don't want to be put that there's only one option. There has to be other options that they need to bring forward.
And our high school science teachers, I mean, they're amazing. I trust them. They've looked at the materials and they're not ready to move forward. And I 100% support them.
Thank you. Anybody else? Okay, so I am looking for a motion to approve the FY 27 proposed operating budget in the amount of $32,997,907, representing a 1.95% increase over the FY 26 adopted budget and a 3.49% increase in local appropriation over the FY 26 adopted budget, to be submitted to the Town Budget Committee, the Town Council, Town Finance Director, and Town Administrator.
I'll make that motion.
Is there a second?
A second.
Roll call, please.
Chair Bartimoli,
Yes.
Mrs. Mayo,
Yes.
Mr. Connell,
Yes.
Mr. De La Cruz.
Yes.
Mr. Simkins.
Yes.
Okay, moving on to the capital budget.
Let me share my screen again. So this is an abbreviated capital budget because there are things happening. So we have two sections, right? And this is one that I put in for every year. These are for the RIDE approved warm, safe, dry projects that were eligible for a 35% reimbursement. At some point a long time ago, there was a vote taken in the town council to every year put 200,000 into the revolving fund. That's the joint town, school department, capital, RIDE fund. So it hasn't happened. It did for a while and then it sort of fell off the radar. But every year I put in the 200,000 for these approved projects. And then I would down below put in for some facilities and technology projects. However, for next year, for FY 27, 200,000 warm, safe, dry. Not going to ask for anything else because we're coming up onto another window for RIDE state funding for facilities projects. And rather than do this piecemeal, we have 3 big ones coming up. And we want this year, to meet with the town planning, and put together the long-term plan for the schools, specifically the roofs. Now, we have pricing, what it would take rather than just patch roofs, but to actually restore and replace roofs. And we're talking some big money. That's going to require some planning, multi-year, however it works out. So we're putting in for the capital expenditure over a 5-year plan to do roofs and consider HVAC, air conditioning. And again, we have some of the pricing right now. Obviously, it will change, through an RFP or a procurement process. But this is just to give everyone a sort of a thumbnail view of it. I will send on to the planning board, to the budget committee, the actual engineering studies in quotes, to see what all of this entails. But I just need to put this on the radar because we need to apply for this next 5-year cycle if we're going to get anything. If we don't apply, all right, we don't do the roofs, we don't get any reimbursement, and I leave it to the town to figure out the best option going forward.
Could I ask a question? So the roof, that would fit under the reimbursable, right? 35%?
Yes.
Okay. Second, I remember when I was on the budget committee, even then you were talking about the roof.
Coming up.
And the need to, yeah.
Yeah, we've done a nice job of patching.
Yes.
But now we're all coming to another cycle, and we'd like to get our foot in the door on this one.
So is it, you mentioned speaking to the town, does that include things like the planning and?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, no, if through the necessity, the RIDE, necessity of construction, that whole thing, it is a joint school department town, application, so.
I think we've reached the limit of open mics, so I'm going to speak really loudly. My only question is on the elementary school. Are the numbers backwards?
So that was kind of my question. So retrofit is to sort of make up for things that weren't done in the first place. So it's to go back and fix and make a lot of adjustments versus just replace it.
So it's actually cheaper to replace it in that case
than to correct it.
Okay.
There's a different warranty, there's a different, life cycle involved in it. But I'd be very happy to I send you the specs, the schematics, and the just so you can see it for yourself to compare all 3 of them. Also with the HVAC, when we looked at the middle school, we had this amazing price to do the entire building, which is $4 to $9 million to air condition all the classrooms. Or we could do the easy bake oven up in the 3rd floor, where it gets 98 degrees in the classroom, during a couple of months. Or much more affordable, just to air condition the corridors and just open the doors and hope that something gets in there. So,
Combine that with PE.
yeah.
Well, the
that's right.
cool air will drop,
Yeah, so,
essentially is.
anyway, and again, we have the breakdown of all that, but and these are big ticket items, so. Just putting it on everyone's radar.
All set?
Madam Chair, I have one
Mhm.
question. Superintendent, just curious, I thought, did our reimbursement rate go down? I thought we were
We
38.
got extra reimbursement rate for some of the projects because there were incentives. So if you were to redo a science lab, you get an extra 5%. If you were to do something else, there was an extra 3%. So, when we did a number of those projects, which were at that, almost 40%. So,
But we're at 30,
35.
and that's the lowest, right?
Oh,
No, there are people that get nothing.
a roof is kind of important.
Yeah. So, or it could be 30. I'll go back and check. I've been using this 35 for a long time. The law may have changed or the reimbursement rates.
No,
So,
I was just saying, 'cause I thought we were 38%. I thought I'd seen that
or
number a few
37.
times.
All right. So
But, I mean, it is what it is, so, yeah.
I will double check that. I know we did very well when we did the science labs because there was extra incentives for that.
All set? Okay, so I am looking for a motion to approve the FY 27 proposed capital budget in the amount of $200,000 for ride reimbursable capital projects to be submitted to the town budget committee, town council, town finance director, and town administrator. Should I include town planning department in that or no?
They'll get it. We'll see.
Do we have a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Chair Bartolomoli,
Yes.
Mrs. Mayo,
Yes.
Mr. Connell,
Yes.
Mr. De La Cruz.
Yes.
Mr. Simpkins.
Yes.
Okay, anything else we need to go over? We're good? Motion to adjourn. So moved.
So,
Is it?
second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Thank you so much.